The phoenix is basically the bird of ancient Egyptian Satanism. There was so much phoenix symbolism in Egypt with Isis and all these other gods and the winged beings raising up. And the phoenix has a major connection with the sun. Basically, the phoenix is what I believe to be. This isn't something most people put together, but the Bible spoke of a being called the Cockatrice as an evil being, and I believe the phoenix represents the Cockatrice, which ended up into ancient Egypt. And it's basically a winged dragon with like a bird-like head. Basically. It kind of looks like a rooster, a cockatrice. But the phoenix is what's used today by all the Satanists. It's all the same being. It's different versions of the same being. The bald eagle, the eagle, which is really a phoenix, on the American seals and all this stuff, is the exact same being to the Satanists as the phoenix. This is why they chose the eagle. It looks almost identical to a phoenix. I heard rumors it used to be a phoenix and then they changed it to an eagle, the bird of the United States. The phoenix is a mythological bird. The eagle's obviously a real bird. Either way, guys, the roots of the United States is in Satanism. The Satanists control the entire government. And the only people that could really talk about this and sleep at night are people that have Jesus Christ. So, and even some of them lose a few nights of sleep, but they're always at peace. Anyway, you're going to see this phoenix at the Olympic ceremony, on tons of automobile logos, on the little military logos are the phoenix. You're going to see the phoenix everywhere, guys. The phoenix symbolism is all over the place. Anytime you see a bird-like being with the wings looking to one side, showing one side of its face, that's a satanic bird, a satanic phoenix. Satan, when he appears, shows one eye. He shows you one side of his face in the spirit. You will see a big burning eye with fire coming out of it. And you will be scared stiff when Satan visits you at night. He only shows the one side. Guys, in Hollywood, you'll see people doing this, turning the side of their face so you could only see one eye. Putting a hand symbol up. You know which ones I mean. The 666, the V. This one. I don't even like to do them. I don't do them. But they see Satan. They know Satan appears to them with that one eye. The demons know Satan appears with that left eye. This is why the bird's head is always turned to one way. Okay? And I just want to go through a few pictures. Getting a little tired. I'll talk about them, and then we'll talk at the end. Guys, here's like the standard phoenix symbol you see on like all the New Age pages, that these things were carved into the stone by aliens or whatever. This is, I believe this is supposed to be an image of Nimrod, but I'm really not sure. Either way, it's supposed to be an image of a god that's shaped like a phoenix. They call it all different things. A lot of times you'll see these things in gold and silver. You see them all over ancient Egypt. You see them making the statue of Isis as a phoenix. It's just a common thing that represents like an emergence of everlasting life, like an ascension to the heavens. And it almost always represents the same thing, which is the rising out of the flames and reincarnation, and a sun god that rose up off this earth to be a heavenly god. And here you see it again. You see this was all done in gold. And if you look in the talons of this eagle, you see the omega symbol, which in the Bible we all know that Jesus said, "I'm the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last." And I believe that's why they made this symbol. They called it Omega, and they have it in the claws of the phoenix, almost like blasphemy to God, like they have him in their claws or whatever. But that's just you know, a guess. I don't know that for sure, but I do know that that's an Omega symbol. And if you watch my other videos, you'll see that I was letting you guys know that these symbols they use for the fraternities are all from, you know, ancient Rome and ancient Greece and ancient Egypt. So here's another picture. You could see the fist. You could see the phoenix wings there. Anytime you see these wings, it represents the phoenix. Kiss is obviously a satanic band. You see the double lightning bolt where the S is, and you see that fist, which is like a communist fist. And all this stuff has everything to do with the plan of the devil. There's a few little images in the bottom left corner I can't make out, but God only knows what they are. You know, it looks like they did in the dollar bill where it might be an owl, but I'm really not sure. Here's Megan Fox. This is a Wonder Woman advertisement, or just, I don't even know what advertisement this is. I don't remember this being a movie. But you could see the logo they used for this advertisement was the phoenix wings with the W and the V. And you see she's got a star, a satanic star on her head. And you could see that they made like almost like a devil's flower type of image out of her bra. But it's very hard to tell. This is a common thing you see on the back of jeans, what you see on her bra, this V. And it's almost like a woman's legs. And you see it on V Magazine. The celebrities have a magazine called V Magazine. And after you look at this stuff enough, you just start to see it popping up everywhere. And obviously, guys, Harry Potter is... You see the lightning bolt on the P. You see this is called the Order of the Phoenix. It's named directly after the Phoenix. And obviously Harry Potter's a complete abomination. Everybody that hasn't been living under a rock that's a Christian knows that this is Satanism, pure Satanism, and they're teaching your kids how to perform this Satanism. And I just find it funny that nobody really knows what's going on, and everyone's got their kids watching this, and it's a shame. It's really bad. You usually always see a lightning bolt somewhere, or the phoenix, or a single eye. I've almost never seen a movie ad without it. So pretty much Satan has control of every single movie that gets into the movie theater. In fact, I know for a fact he does. This was the Olympics. You could see the phoenix there. You could see the big pyramid above the phoenix, and you could see the big object on the bottom that looks like a sun or a burning sun. Up in the stands behind the phoenix, you see the cross. This is to blaspheme Christ. This is to show that the phoenix is rising above the cross. Over on the right, you see basically Egyptian Freemasonry symbols that you see in almost every temple, every Roman Catholic church, every Freemasonry temple, and every Satanic temple for that matter. They flip the dove upside down. That dove really, that's not really supposed to be a phoenix, from what I believe. I believe that's supposed to be a dove pointing downward to represent the Holy Spirit. But who knows? It doesn't really matter. This is another shot of the phoenix. You can always tell when it's a phoenix by the head and by the wings. And the phoenix is directly a representation a representation of what I believe to be the Cockatrice, and I have a picture. I showed you guys that picture already, but the Cockatrice is a mythological, spiritual being that actually exists in the demonic kingdom. These beings, they don't come from nowhere. So a person didn't just sit down and make up these animals. These animals and these creatures are visible to Satanists and other people who actually leave their body and see the spirits, and who actually serve the spirits. This next picture's from the Super Bowl. This was the year Madonna performed at the Super Bowl. You could see they lit the whole place up as a phoenix. It actually, no one really noticed this at the arena, as far as I know, but you could see the two wings, and you could see the head and the tail, and how it sits above the term world peace. Now, why the phoenix represents world peace, I have no idea, especially when it represents Satan. So, a lot of times what they do is they package this up as something that will confuse people. Like, people will just read world peace and just turn around and go back to their beer or watching their kids. But they don't know that they've actually unknowingly participated in worshiping Satan on a massive scale. And they've received all the spiritual darkness that Satan wanted them to have from that event. Here's a crop circle. I find it funny that people still think that aliens do this, yet every single symbol that they find in these fields is a satanic witchcraft symbol. But, of course, little gray aliens worship Satan too, so they come down and they make these little symbols here. And for you guys who want to know, that was a joke. Little gray aliens don't exist. Basically, if there are beings that look like little gray aliens, they're just Nephilim, or they're satanic hybrids. And obviously, demons make these things, guys. People don't make these things. I've had people in deliverance, demons under torture, and they've confessed that they construct these things. They construct these massive pieces of artwork. A lot of them are way too intricate for man to have created. Here's the movie The Crow, and I don't know about you guys, but I've never seen a crow that looked like this little emblem that they have as the crow. The way he's got his face painted is demonic. There's demons that paint their face like that. In fact, all face painting and all clowns are demonically inspired. This is why you have jesters dressed like clowns in the Roman Catholic Church, because it's all satanic. The way they made this crow look, it kind of looks like a moth, or like you know, like in the movie Candyman. I don't have a picture of it, but they had the bumblebee that looked like this. So they'll basically, what I'm trying to say is, they'll take an eagle, they'll take a bumblebee, and they'll take a crow, and they make it all look like a phoenix, because the phoenix is really the animal that they're trying to get at. Here's a movie called The Raven, the same thing. They gave it phoenix wings, they made it look like it was coming out of the fire. It's very common for a phoenix to be depicted as it's rising out of the fire. It represents reincarnation, it represents that you could die and rise again, and again, it represents everything that is hell and Satan, and him rising up out of the flames. Here's a movie with Ray Liotta. You could see it's called The Phoenix. It's got nothing to do with a phoenix, of course. They just named it that. You could see in the back there's 3 men. 3 is obviously a number of Satan. But not only that, you see that one guy in the back has devil horns. And as far as I know, this movie has nothing to do with the devil. So why that guy's got 2 little horns on his head there is probably just a private little joke for the Satanists. But again, you see it everywhere, guys. Here's a logo for the band Green Day. And obviously you could see the satanic stars next to Green Day. And these stars are satanic stars, guys. The 5-pointed star is a satanic star. And I know a lot of people don't want to swallow the fact that that every single one of these images came from Satan, but it's just the truth. I don't know what to tell you. If you have these on your stuff, I don't know, pray over it. I know they're everywhere. I know kids have little stickers like this. I wouldn't let them in my house. If I saw them, I'd get rid of them, but that's just me. You could see the phoenix emblem up top, and of course you could see the lightning bolt killing the man. The lightning bolt represents the power of Satan and the demons and how it's knocking the man over. You'll see that at a Benny Hinn concert if you want to go see that in live in action. Here's a Nazi hat. You see the skull and bones. You see the eagle, which is really a phoenix that they call an eagle. But eagles don't really stand like that. Last time I checked. But you see the SWAT sticker in the circle. That's a satanic symbol. It's a bent cross on all ends, a twisted cross. But you know, this just shows you guys that Skull and Bones gets these symbols from the Nazis. The Nazis, all the Satanism that's in this country now came through the Nazi regime. The Hitler and everything he did was Satan's first attempt to completely control the world. Well, not his first attempt, but his last attempt that he made, I should say. There were many other attempts. This next picture is this is a fraternity sweater or something. It says Alpha Psi Lambda, and you could see that the Psi is a phoenix. That symbol in the middle represents a phoenix. It's supposed to be the wings and the head, and like I said in my video on fraternities and sororities, all these symbols are satanic symbols. They're all used to demonize anybody that sits in the fraternity. Anyone that wears these symbols or pledges allegiance to these symbols is actually pledging allegiance to the satanic kingdom. You could believe me or you could not believe me, but it's either Satan's everywhere and he controls the whole world like the Bible said, or he doesn't. And if he does, he's everywhere, and you just need to get used to it and get over it, because it's the truth. This next picture is Sonic the Hedgehog. You could see there, again, you have satanic stars in a circle, and again, you have phoenix wings. And guys, this is probably on 1,000 video games. Your kids are looking at this junk all day long. If you notice, Sonic has the same eyes and mouth area that looks like Mickey Mouse. I believe there's a subliminal message in the way that they made, you know, the eyes and the mouth and everything on Sonic and Mickey Mouse, because I don't know why they always do it in that same way, where the eyes are like white and they're hooked into the mouth. But I haven't figured out yet what they're trying to do with that. So I'm just assuming they're hiding subliminal images into these creatures, but I'll let you know if I figure it out. Here's one from a movie called The Expendables 4. I think it's a movie. If it's not a movie, it's a video game. Either way, it doesn't matter. You see the skeleton demon head with the phoenix wings here. You'll see this on almost every t-shirt that comes out of Express, or on all these different graphic t-shirts. They hide this demonic stuff. And if you buy it and you're not protected by God, you're getting demons. If you buy it and you are protected by God, you're getting influenced by demons. Either way, if they could trick you to buying this stuff, you're in trouble. You're in a lot better shape if you're born again, I'll tell you that much. Because number one, no matter how many demons they could trick you into putting onto yourself, As long as you're born again, it doesn't matter, you're saved. Here is a video game called Warface. You see that emblem up there with the star, the satanic star, the five-pointed star in the circle, and you see the wings. The wings look almost like a W. And really, I believe a lot of the time that those jeans you see that the girls are wearing, where you see the W on the pocket, that represents the phoenix, even if it's a squiggly line that's in the shape of a W. But I don't know, guys. It's just everywhere. You can't even escape it, really, today. You just have to pull yourself out of the world and not mess with any of this stuff. And it's not easy, I'll tell you that much. You have to put effort into dodging it. That's how popular it is everywhere. Here's another video game. This one's called Prey. And you could see, again, Phoenix. The Phoenix tail, the Phoenix head, the wings. This Phoenix emblem is so popular in video games, I can't even believe it. Every time I go somewhere where there's little kids playing a video game, and I look at the screen, I see these emblems. As they're shooting people, these emblems are like popping up, and they literally... They shoot toward the front of the screen, and before they disappear, they get the same size as the whole TV screen. So the kids, when they actually win a game or when they shoot a bad guy, the Phoenix starts in the middle of the screen and starts small, and then it gets large, and they burn it into the kid's memory. And every time the kid wins, it again and again and again and again. And by the end of the day, the kids have been completely brainwashed with these symbols. These symbols are brainwashed, burnt into their memory. When they're sleeping, they see these symbols. That's what makes the demons able to get into their head. It's the same principle as New Age, having people meditate on an emblem to open their third eye. If the devil can get this symbol burnt into your head, he won. He won. So even after you look at my videos, you need to pray. You need to pray about this stuff. You don't just look at these symbols. This is just to teach you. Once you see this, you should rip all this stuff out of your house, get it away from your kids, and keep it off your clothing and anywhere else the devil's got it. That's why I show it. I don't show it so you could look at it, gawk at it or learn about it, and then go live your life normal. If you do that, you will get 100 times worse. Here's another symbol. I find this one funny because they have like the martial law satanic super soldier head on the phoenix. They have all different varieties of this. Every single variety represents the devil, of course. But if you look under this head right here, you see that V that I was telling you about. You see on the bottom of girls' jeans on their behind, like right on the pocket. This V is very common. It's very common, and it definitely represents the phoenix. I know people aren't going to want to believe that or swallow it, but the people who control all this stuff know their marks, that's for sure. And I think that's all I have to say about this, guys. You could see the phoenixes everywhere. Try and stay away from it. Okay, guys. I'm glad you got to see the phoenix. I don't really want to talk about it anymore. Have a good night and be blessed in Jesus' name. Bye.